Good morning, dear children. Welcome to computer class. Today we are going to start lesson 10, algorithm and flowchart. See, lesson 9 is not there for the examination, so it is not in the syllabus, so we are skipping that chapter. So we can start algorithm today. Algorithm and flowchart. See, in our day-to-day life, we have to follow so many instructions, right? If you want to do any task, we have to do so many instructions in a logical order. We can consider a simple example, making a cup of tea. For making a cup of tea, we have to follow some steps. First, we have to put one tea packet in the cup and we have to add hot water. Then we have to wait 3 to 5 minutes and then we have to add sugar cubes, then lemon, honey, whatever we want, and then we have to mix it and a cup of tea is ready. So these are the steps to make a cup of tea. And similarly, if we want to get ready to school, again we have to follow different steps. Okay, first we have to get up, then we have to take bath, then we have to wear uniform, then we have to eat our breakfast, right? Then we have to arrange our books and lunch box, and then we have to go and wait for the school bus. So all these are different steps that we have to follow, or different commands or different instructions that we have to follow to do a task. Similarly, a program is a collection of instruction to solve a problem or to do a task. We have to follow a set of instructions. The collection of these instructions is known as program. So, writing these instructions in simple English is called an algorithm. Okay, so what is an algorithm? Step-by-step instruction of performing a task to get a work done is called an algorithm. What is an algorithm? Step-by-step instruction of performing a task to get a work done is called an algorithm. To do a job, we have to follow a set of instruction one by one. Okay, that is called an algorithm. So before writing a program, programmers write all these instructions one after another, okay, in simple English. That is called an algorithm. So what is an algorithm? Step-by-step instruction of performing tasks to get a work done is called an algorithm. So children, you should study the definition of algorithm. What is an algorithm? Step-by-step instruction of performing a task to get a work done is called an algorithm. To solve a task or to do a job, we have to follow a set of instruction in a logical order. That is called algorithm. Okay, and what is a flowchart? Yes, a flowchart is a pictorial representation of algorithm. A flowchart is a pictorial representation. Pictorial representation means what? Using some pictures, using some shapes, we can represent all these steps. And that is called a flowchart. Drawing a flowchart is very simple and we use some shapes to represent different steps. Let us learn what are the different shapes that we use in drawing, that we use to draw a flowchart. First one, start box. It is a rounded rectangle. It is a rounded rectangle and it is known as start or stop box. See, while drawing a flowchart, at the starting point and at the end point, we have to draw this box. And start box represents starting of the flowchart and stop box represents ending of the flowchart. Second is process box, and this is used to show process or actions. If you want to do any process, we write all the process inside this rectangle. And next is input or output box. Input or output box is represented by a parallelogram and it is used to show whether a data is input or output. If you want to read anything from the user, we use this input box, and also if you want to display anything, that is also represented by this parallelogram. So this is known as input or output box. And this parallelogram is used to show whether a data is input or output. And next is decision box. This diamond shaped figure is used when we need to select between two options. If you want to choose one option from a group of options, we use this decision box. Okay, if you want to choose yes or no, or true or false. See, in such cases, we have to pick only one option. In such situations, we use this decision box. Okay, and next is flow lines. And flow lines are represented by arrows, and these are used to connect different shapes and shows the direction of flow of flowchart. These flow lines show the direction of flow of flowchart. Okay, so these are the different shapes that we use to draw a flowchart. And next we can draw a flowchart to add two numbers. See here, the starting of the program is represented by start or stop box. And after starting the program, we have to read two numbers 20 and 10. So for that we use parallelogram, okay, or it is also known as read or write box. And the process is addition. We have to add these two numbers 20 and 10. That is written inside the process box or rectangle. And the output is 30, and that is also written inside parallelogram. So for reading input from the user and also for displaying the result, we use parallelograms. All the processes or actions are written inside process box. So we use start button to show the starting of the flowchart, and stop button to stop the end point of the flowchart. And in between all these boxes, we use flow lines. You can see black color arrows, and these are called flow lines. And these lines are used to connect different boxes in a flow chart. So flow lines also shows the direction of flow of flow chart. Understand? And while making a flow chart, we have to follow some rules. Okay, the direction of flow in a flow chart is either from top to bottom or from left to right. This is the one way of drawing a flow chart. And in this flow chart, we have drawn from top to bottom, but also we can draw a flow chart from left to right, only from left to right or top to bottom. Bottom to top and right to left are not allowed. That is the first rule. Okay, either we can draw a flowchart from top to bottom or from left to right, but right to left or bottom to top are not loud. Clear. And second thing, arrowheads are used to indicate the direction of flow of actions. See in this flow chart, see this is the arrowhead, and arrowhead shows the flow of logic in a flow chart. See now the arrows are pointing downwards or from top to bottom, and that shows what the flow of actions. Arrowheads, okay, arrowheads shows the flow of uh, actions. And third point, a flowchart should have only one start and one stop box. A flowchart should have only one start and one stop box. Okay, look at the flowchart. You can see one start button and one stop button. All the flowcharts are having only one start box and one stop box. So these are the three important rules that you have to keep in mind. First thing, the direction of flow in a flowchart is either from top to bottom or from left to right. Second thing, arrowheads are used to indicate the direction of flow of actions. And third point, a flowchart should have only one start and one stop box. Okay, and you just analyze this flowchart and try to draw another flowchart using different shapes. Okay, children, in the next class we can draw more flowcharts. Thank you so much. Bye.